Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We are Eco Cleaning Pro, as you know, and today we have the pleasure of interviewing. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to let him introduce himself, but he's a star. I'll say this about him, right? He's a motivator.
Yeah.
He's a realtor. He's a chill boxer. The man does everything. You know what I'm saying? If you need somebody to talk to and get you motivated going, the man is the man. But please, introduce yourself to the viewers, please.
Hey, it's a pleasure and honor to be here. My name is Jason Burke.
Mr. Jason Burke.
Yeah.
And I said you were a realtor. So what company?
We do residential real estate.
You do residential?
Houses, apartments, condos, co-ops, rentals, sales. We got buyers, we have sellers, we have landlords. We do everything.
I see. And let me see. So how do they get a hold of you?
So my email address, jburke@corcoran.com. My phone number is public. If you just Google Jason Burke Real Estate, you'll find my name and my contact information.
So Jason Burke Real Estate.
Yeah, if you Google Jason Burke Corcoran or Jason Burke Real Estate, you'll find my contact information.
Great. Is there a hashtag to find you if they are online?
Yeah, they can look up hashtag #CallJB.
Hashtag #CallJB.
Or my handle is my name, Jason N. Burke.
Okay, so ladies and
platforms.
gentlemen, you know it's easy to find people with a hashtag. We don't use phone numbers no more. We use hashtags. All right,
Hey,
cool.
check this out. The voice that you're hearing in the background, that's Percy from Eco Cleaning Pro. Let me tell you about Percy. So I got connected with Percy through a developer actually, because I was looking for a new cleaning crew. And he said, absolutely, you have to call Percy. This guy does all of my jobs. So the developer was talking about a guy who comes in after they just fully gut renovated a house. It's dusty, it's dirty, things all over the place. He said, this is the guy. I'm like, yeah, I don't need him for that, but I'll call him. Percy has never let me down. He has helped my clients. He has cleaned apartments for my cousin. He has done business for me all over New York City, and he has never let me down. I wish I could show you guys all of the before and after, what the apartments look like before, what the house looked like before, and what it looks like after Percy and his team touch it. But Eco Cleaning Pro, don't think twice. If you need any cleaning services, that's the person to call.
Wow. Thanks a lot. I was going to ask questions, but now I don't even know what to ask. So let's go with this, right?
Yeah.
So you said we came in recommended from a contractor.
Yeah.
We've done many jobs for you.
Yeah.
Right? So give realtors an experience about working with us. Let's start from the beginning,
Yeah, it's from the point of contact. You want to have all the information. You want to have pictures, details of how detailed a clean you need, what exactly you need.
So I don't mean to cut you off.
Services you want.
I don't mean to cut you off, but it's very important that you understand the type of service that you need, right? Because all cleaning are not the same.
It's not the same.
Right? So
like this one, for instance, we're standing in a property right now that I contacted you about, and what I said was, look, it's just renovated, it's a little dusty, we don't need to go too deep, you don't need to touch the walls, you don't need to do the kitchen at all, just the windows, let's detail the windows, let's make sure the floors are not so dusty, let's hit the ceiling fans, let's hit those corners that you might not get, let's do that stuff, but let's go light on the floors, let's go light on the kitchen. That kind of information you want to have ahead of time. Don't just say, hey, I need a cleaning, come over, and then they have to come and assess what kind of cleaning they need, because they need to bring the supplies with them for the kind of clean that you want to pay for.
Thank you very much. This is very very helpful. It helps us sell. Is there anything that you want to share that maybe we haven't asked already?
Yeah, sure. The reason that I was looking for Percy is because I had to fire my last cleaner, right? Sometimes you hire cleaners and there's no real accountability for the quality of the clean, the length of time that it takes to clean, and then the cleaner wants to charge you for length of time, but they took 6 breaks in between, and it took them 6 hours longer than it should. So the very first conversation I had with Percy was, hey, this is what I'm coming from, this is why I'm talking to you, this is the situation. If this is what you're going to do, tell me now, we can end this conversation and I can move on and find someone else who's not going to do this. You understand? So they're very efficient. Percy will bring the number of people required for the job. He asks ahead of time, how big is the space? What kind of service do you need? What kind of detail are we doing? Do you need me to do this? Do you need me to do that? He's not asking just because of the supplies. He's asking because he wants to know how many people he needs to bring with him to get this job done in an efficient manner. Because he's not just trying to do the job himself and collect the most money. He really is maximizing his time and his efficiency. That's why I keep calling Percy, and that's why I keep referring Percy to my clients.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So just to touch a little bit, so you talked about pricing. So we give flat rate pricing. We don't do hourly, which is what you're talking about. People charge hourly, and then they come and waste time, so you can just push the price up. But that's not what we do. We give you a flat rate, right? So before we end this, let's just give them your contact information one more time.
Of course. My name is Jason Burke, JasonBurke. My email address is jburke@Corcoran, CORCORAN.com. Email me, reach out, find me, let's talk. I'm on Instagram at Jason N. Burke. I'm on TikTok. I think I'm still on Twitter. Just reach out. However you find me, reach out. Let's talk.
Okay, so I know you're doing speaking, right?
Yeah.
You're doing speaking gigs and stuff like that. Can people reach out to you on that also?
Sure,
Can they,
sure.
anything on that?
You want me to talk to the kids? I'm happy to talk to the kids. I care a great deal about the future, and I think the kids are the most underserved right now just because there's so much noise going on. So I want to. My goal right now is really to simplify a lot of these complex ideas for the kids, to let them know this is possible. You can do this. You can own a home. You don't have to be a forever renter. And even if you don't own in New York City, you can own somewhere else. Just, breaking down this concept for them of how to get a loan from the bank and what to expect and the benefits of owning. I'm giving out the pros and the cons. I'm telling them the downside of the two.
You're giving them
the pitfalls.
You're giving them $1 million worth of games.
It's free game. You're giving them
Free
game.
game.
Free
Free
game.
game.
For sale.
Free game. Seriously, it's very important.
Yeah.
Free game. So,
Yeah.
thank you very much. We keep this very short, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Thank you.